Hi and welcome back to part 2, how I will take $10,000 and turn this into $1 million portfolio, and how you can do the same by just buying the same coins at the right time. And of course, we talk about Bitcoin and Ethereum, what's also happening here over the weekend. Everything is going according to plan. So if you want to know what I'm talking about, then make sure that you are subscribed to the channel, like this video, and also activate the bell so that you will never miss out on these really important updates. And now let's get started here, because we have a really packed episode here today. So we start off with Bitcoin here once again on the 1 hourly chart, and here exactly as I was expecting it over the weekend, we came here now into the other DCA zone that I was talking about, from $65,300 to $65,900. We also test the upper end already, got now slightly rejected from there, but potentially we are going to see a break here tonight to the upside, which could bring us close to $67,000, $68,000 here in the imminent short term. And I also want to point out that here is another small W pattern that's on the verge of breaking out. But for that, we need to get here above that resistance level that I just spoke about, that is sitting at around $65,900. So if we measure this, that will just might us get close enough to the other neckline. Yeah. So here, this would be $69,500 approximately, and that would bring us above the neckline of the bigger W pattern that we have going on here. So this could be an ignition point to jumpstart this bigger W pattern that will bring us to $75,000. So that is definitely something that you should keep an eye on right now. And if you want to trade this here, $65,900 is your entry, but only with a 15 minutes candle close above it, and your stop loss would be here around $65,200. So really tight. And then you just wait and see what is happening when we get to 69,000 again, because potentially we want to let this run in terms of the bigger W pattern that we see here. Just have a look how price is reacting around here. If you see, let's say, a 1 hour candle or even a 4 hour candle, let it be a 4 hour candle, close below that after we touched it, that level, then you should definitely raise your stop loss heavily into profit. Yeah, I would set this around then $67,000. So you are already like a nice profit here. And then you just wait, because it could be that a 4 hourly candle close below this level is just a fake out and we do something like this. And if it's not, and we go lower and retrace a little bit more before we gain momentum to go to the upside, worst case, you get stopped out in profit, take the profit and run. And I will provide then a new entry to trade this here into the $75,000 area once we are breaking here above the $69,000 level. So that is how I would be playing this here in the imminent short term. Yeah, I would definitely have a look at this, keep an eye on that. Because I would also like to trade this, guys. Indicator-wise, we are a little bit overextended on the stochastic RSI. The RSI is fine, it's trending upwards. The MACD also trending upwards. Price is going up, so you can neglect this indicator, because 3 other data points are telling you that we should see continuation to the upside. We also have now a look at the 4 hourly time frame to get an idea how we are looking here in terms of moving higher. Again, if you took the trade that I gave you here all the way down, we are nicely sitting here in profit. You are sitting right now here at 2.6%, 20x leverage, 52% right now here in a profit more or less. And that's not so bad for a weekend trade. But here, based on the indicators, I would say we have another 4 hourly candle that we can go higher here, most likely touching this resistance area here at the lower end at $67,400 approximately. From there, I would, based on the 4 hourly chart, potentially expect a small retracement back to the Monday low, some consolidation, and then actually a break into Monday, or on Monday tomorrow, into a higher level here. So yeah, definitely something to keep watching. When I go then to the funding rates, I will not bore you with that. They're still highly green, even if I pull the slider back, you know, so there's still no yellow. Means we are still good here in terms of leverage. Here's something interesting to observe on the liquidation levels. We are breaking back into this crucial trading area from where we went the last time to above $70,000. If Bitcoin can reclaim this here in the next 1 hour and 40 minutes, that will be a good sign that we break back into this and consolidate here before we see another leg to the upside and basically liquidate everybody up here. Because look at this. There's so much short liquidations above us, so much short liquidity to be taken out, and we move exactly in that direction right now to take it out. Because here to the downside there is not much, you know, so this here is half of what's sitting above us. So the direction is still to the upside here based on the liquidations levels here. And on the heat map, it will look most likely similar. Let me refresh that. So you see here, if we get to $66,000, that will initiate a small short squeeze into like 67 here on the 24 hours. And on the weekly chart, it will most likely look similar. Yeah, so here basically same thing. Get to 67, then potentially small consolidation before we go then to 69. And from there, we have enough fuel in the tank to push way, way higher than that. Before I go into altcoins, guys, don't forget, if you want to trade any altcoins with me together, do this on BYBIT. You still get $30,000 for using the specific link down below here. And if you want me to take over your funds on your Margex account and trade with them, then go to Margex, look for AMCrypto altcoins, because all the altcoins that I'm giving here, all the altcoins that are available on Margex, I'm going to trade them on Margex. So you will definitely want to have an account there. And if you cannot use BYBIT, use BITGET or Phemex. They're equally good as BYBIT, but in some countries BYBIT is not available. And otherwise, you can also just copy trade me on FAIRDESK. $120,000 is still available in bonuses there. All these links are in the pinned comment below and in the description below. And you also support the channel, so I would highly appreciate that if you make use of them here. Let's move into altcoins and the altcoins that are in our portfolio. But first, I want to have a look here at the Bitcoin dominance. Here, the Bitcoin dominance is moving up a little bit because Bitcoin is moving up, but we are right now under this downward sloping resistance line that I was speaking about. So I just don't want that we are closing above this again. I want to see, while Bitcoin is moving up, that we stay below that, and tomorrow see another red candle down to confirm that this is now a strong resistance and that we stay below that. Because if we do, we can expect Bitcoin to move finally in direction of 52% and initiate a small altcoin season that might last for like 2-3 weeks for us. So that is what I'm looking out for right now. When we're going to Ethereum, also really nice here, moving to the upside, also forming here this really big W pattern. So, but for this, we need to come back to the Monday high and break basically the Monday high at $3,600 to confirm this W pattern. In terms of the volume traded areas as resistance, so we are just trying to break here above $3,440. If we can clear this level and form support above that, which would coincide with the Monday low, then yeah, blue skies ahead, and we go to move here back to $3,600, and we'll only face resistance then around $3,900 next. So if you want to get into Ethereum, I would wait for, again, a break above the Monday low at $3,450. Wait for a 15 minutes close above that before you enter, and then you can trade this into the Monday high and potentially higher from there. And my stop loss would be here around $3,390. So 2% stop loss against almost 17% move to the upside if you take it here to $3,900. So also definitely worth to be taken at here. Here to the 12-hourly chart. Here, I just want Ethereum to break out of that golden ratio, which is coinciding with the volume bar here at $3,450. And we have also broken the downward sloping resistance line, which is also an indication that Ethereum might see here a nice pop soon to the upside to $3,570 and above that level. Also, the RSI is going to the upside after we formed here a small divergence. Let me show it to you. So basically something like this. So something like this. So if you want to be highly accurate with this, then something like this would be here the case. And this down here is like a fake out. So you see here is a bullish divergence on a 12-hourly chart. So, and it has not played out yet. For this to play out, we have to come back to like $3,800 approximately. Then I would say no, that was a confirmed bullish divergence. Let's talk about our altcoin portfolio, because I gave you the last time INJ, Solana, Matic, OMG, Filecoin, Sand, and I'm not sure about Fetch. If I gave you Fetch, maybe I stopped at Sand. So let's continue. Let's have a look how we performed since I gave you all these coins here because I opened them here. Just need to find them quick. So INJ was the last time around $40. We have here this resistance area that we got rejected from, but also here we are forming right now here W pattern. So I would not be all too concerned with INJ here because also here we broke this downward sloping resistance line finally. And once we are breaking here above $36.90 approximately, it becomes again a buy for me, and in that sense, just to add to my long-term position, with a move here back into the resistance of $43 and potentially from there into a new all-time high, which will be not, of course, immediately $160, but we will get like to like $65 or something like that. Then Solana is actually higher than the last time that we spoke about it. We are like 2%, 20% up since I spoke about it. So I hope you took advantage of that when we were all the way down here and went all the way up here. So maybe you took some profits here already at 209, but I wasn't personally interested, you know, so I still have all my Solana. I did not sell any of them because also here potentially something like this shaping up here where we get another break after this consolidation to the upside into the resistance here of $190. And if we get here a nice pop now today or tomorrow, you can also make the case that here was like a bigger W pattern in the works for Solana. So Matic was at $1.02 when we spoke last time about it. Since then, we have moved here into the resistance here once at $1.30. And exactly as I predicted that we would get a rejection from there, we got the rejection. You got here a buy opportunity around $1. It's not too late for that if you want to get into Matic here for the portfolio challenge. So you can definitely still buy this because also here I expect in the next 2-3 days a move back in direction into this resistance. And this time we're going to flip this and to move higher from here. The other one was OMG. OMG I think was also slightly lower when we talked the last time about it. I'm not sure about this anymore. I actually have to go back and look. But also here, upward sloping trend line. And you see here with the Monday low, it looks again like an ascending triangle. Also, this might be breaking out soon here on the 4-hourly chart. And most likely will then also go to like $1.20 something. But again, this is a long-term hold for me. I want to sell my OMG close to the prior all-time high or even into a new all-time high. That's how long I'm going to take this to keep it. Here, Filecoin is a little bit lower than when we spoke about it. We were at $10-ish. Nothing has changed here. Here also, the downward sloping trend line has not broken yet, but we are about to break it on the daily chart. Once we see here a confirmed break, we can open positions here. I might also add then more to my spot position once this is happening because I believe here this area here of $11 will be the next time destroyed, and then we flip this into support and consolidate above that before we go higher from there. The next one was Sand. Sand was also higher the last time when we spoke about it, but we went here to like 82 cents, and when we spoke about it was 73 cents. So also here I was technically right, you know, so in the short term if we move up here, but again I'm not interested in short-term prices in these coins, you know, so these are long-term holdings that we are trading into new all-time highs here. So then the next one here from the portfolio that I want to talk about is Fetch. So here we have so much stuff going on the 4-hourly chart. It's not funny anymore. So we have here this downward sloping resistance line giving us right now resistance. So if Fetch can break above that line, then also I expect at least to move to $2.88 here in the short term. And when I go here to the weekly chart, we were never as high as we are right now. So in my next targets for Fetch is here the $4. Oh, sorry, that was the wrong one that I deleted. $4.43 is the next target where I will take some profits, but not before that. And afterwards, basically a 2x more or less from where we are now, to 3.618 at $5.22. Once we are getting there, I will reassess the situation if I'm keeping that position and let it run even further than that, or if I will rebalance at that moment in time. But for now, all the indicators are set up for a big move for Fetch to the upside over the next coming days. So also, even if you want to trade this short term, it becomes a good buy when we are breaking this downward sloping resistance line that I've just shown you guys here. The next coin is OPSEC. So OPSEC is a coin that you find only on DEX Screener for now. As far as I know, it's not on any exchange yet, but we can check this quick on CoinMarketCap if OPSEC got already listed somewhere, because I might have seen it somewhere, but I'm not sure. So let's have a look here on markets. Oh, it's already on BingX, PolionX, here on CoinX, so that's fine. So that means I should be able to pull up here a chart for it. OPSEC, USDT. Let's do this on PolionX. This was just recently, so this chart will not give me what I want. The Uniswap chart. So let's see, can we work with this one? Yeah, that looks much better. So the price is $2. So yeah, this is again in Ethereum. So there we go. This is what I was looking for. See here, we had here a crazy move once, a spike to $20.78. So that is now the new all-time high. And we know the deal, you know. So these kind of coins at some point they are going to move to the all-time high. So here's something crazy, guys. Look at this. It is respecting this range here insanely well. And I can tell you, once it pops out of this range, it will go ballistic. And it's close to it. So definitely something to watch here. Here my imminent target is definitely the all-time high, which is more or less 10x from where we are at right now. So if I put this then here in, so here we take $250. So these $250 into $2,500. But this might go even higher than that, you know. So what is the market cap of OPSEC right now? The market cap is 207 million. Yeah, okay. 10x is more than enough for this to roll this then into something else. We have then the next one. So yeah, keep an eye on this. Once it breaks here, $2.35 becomes a massive buy. Let me see if I can get you a better entry on the 4-hourly chart. No, that's basically it. You have to wait for $2.35 to confirm the break. The next one is PAL. See, PAL is already here on also multiple platforms right now. It was also before on Uniswap. So we want all the history that we have on Uniswap. So now the question is, which one? $PAL. Let's see, is it go to a daily chart? So we just had an all-time high here at 88 cents. So it's now quite a bit down from this. So when we look at this here, 32% down from this, but it has found here a bottom in this range and about to break out of it to the upside. Once it's breaking to the upside, it will run into new all-time high. Also here, you see we have hit this downward sloping resistance line that we need to break. And just to get some targets here, I will take again the Fibonacci extension tool. So you see we're sitting here at the golden ratio right now. That's why PAL is struggling to get higher. But once we do, we basically go also immediately to a 2x here at $1.40. But my target would be here around $3, so which is like a 5x if you would buy it now. It's another $2,500. Oh, fetch, what did I say? Fetch, it's like 2x. Okay, so this is $2,000 for now. The next one would be Crown. So let me tell you a little bit about Crown. Crown has a profit share with the token holder. So that is one of the coins that you want to hold yourself to get a share of the revenue share that they are splitting between all the token holders. So that is something that I would not just buy on an exchange and hold there. I think MaxC was one of the first ones to list it. So this is at 83 cents right now. This was already over $1. I can remember that it was over $1. You see, this is already also for quite a while around here. The all-time high was at $4. So that's also an easy 5x already from where it was. So when I put here the Fibonacci like this, then the next target for me would be here around $5, almost $6 all the way up here. So which gives you a 7x here. And from there, I would reassess again the situation, how Crown is performing, and if you want to hold on to that. So if you're looking for an entry, let me have a look here. Also here, downward sloping resistance line. You want to see this line to be broken before you enter. And then here, $1. Around $1 is where I would enter this, not before, unless we are coming down to like 70 cents. So whatever comes first, there's where you're going to enter this on spot, guys. You know, so these are spot trades. No leverage needed here. So, and like I said, a 7x for Crown to the upside. So now if I go here to Crown, 7x is $1,750. And the next one is then FDM. FDM should be a no-brainer because FDM in the bull market is insanely strong. That's why I'm also trading it right now. I trade this all the time. You see here, it also tries right now to break to the upside on the 4-hourly chart. All indicators are pointing to that we are moving higher from here. So we broke this downwards trend line already. If you want to get in, it's a good moment, at least for spot, with leverage technically also. But if you want to make this a swing position into the new all-time highs, use low leverage on that, like 2-3x maximum. That's what I would use here. In terms of all-time high, so you see where we were before, the next target would be $1.68 approximately. And then when I take this from the all-time high, at least $2.30 with a potential move here to $5.67. So that is again a 7.7x trade here to the upside. And I think that might be also definitely a solid target. For FDM, I would put $1,000. If I put $1,000 into FDM, it would be $7,700 on the way up. The next one would be Optimism. So Optimism is right now breaking above this trend line that I had here, this horizontal trend line, moving here in direction of $4. Once it overcomes here these previous resistance lines, it's going to fly to the upside. So here I actually want to have the full chart. This is already sitting at an all-time high just recently at around $5. But my target for Optimism would be here $12.17 initially, and then when we get there, reassess and potentially rebalance. So that is also a little bit more than a 3x from where we are at right now. So, and that would also give you another, $750 in profit here. So now if we only calculate the profits that we would have made in that circumstance, if we hit all these targets that I've given, we would be sitting at 9.5, 13, 15.5, 17.5, 19.5, 22, 24.5, 26, 250, 33, 950, 33, 950, so 34, 700. So we would be already well up on our portfolio, and I did not reveal all the coins yet, you know, so we would be already 3x on the whole portfolio up in a really short span, in my opinion, on this portfolio. So this might take 4 or 5 months, maybe it will be faster to hit these targets, and then we still have 10 months left of the bull run to rebalance the portfolio and basically rinse and repeat that process, you know. So the next time, if we would pull a 3x only on the coins that I've given, you know, so there are more coins to be given, another 3x would be $100,000, another 3x would be $300,000, and then another 3x would be $1 million. So you see, if you break it down, it gets easier and easier over time to achieve these targets, you know, with a conservative portfolio without degening into some meme coins here. But maybe I'm gonna add here some meme coins, and I also actually gonna change for the last part, the third part, some of the coins already out, because there are 2 new coins that I think that we need to have in our portfolio. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this because you were asking for it. Don't forget, smash up the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you then again tomorrow.